outrage over the decision by the Indian Premier League to stick to its main sponsor, its title sponsor, which is Vivo, the Chinese cell phone maker. Now remember, there was some question mark over whether the IPL will go along with Vivo because of the entire backlash over the Chinese aggression in Galwan, in which a number of our soldiers were killed. And that led to a rethink about Chinese economic intervention and participation in the Indian economy and in events like the IPL. But finally, it appears that the IPL Governing Council has decided to plump for Vivo and is going along with it, drawing controversy. Now, joining us tonight to debate this, we have with us Vivek Reddy, leader of the BJP, is with us. You have Jaiveer Shergill, who's of the Congress. He's here with us. And also joining us is Vijay Lokpalli, Deputy Editor, Sports of The Hindu. We'll be opening this up to more voices in just a second. But let me just ask you this, Vivek Reddy, that how does one explain this? That on one hand, the government says that we're going to take a very tough line, we're going to take an anti-China line, China is going to be boycotted, Chinese apps are banned, but yet you have the IPL, which is going ahead with its Chinese sponsor.
Well, I think first of all, Vasu, there's a clear distinction between banned apps and other Chinese goods that are being that is there in India.
What is
there
that
are
distinction?
Which have,
what?
yes,
how explain that? How is an app any different from a cell phone or any other Chinese product?
An app threatens the security of India because it has features which will result in invasion into one is private lives and second is government data also. So therefore, that's how apps are different. That's how apps are different.
Cell phones don't.
Cell phones
are also.
There is no proof that cell phones are a threat to the security of the nation. Well, if there is proof, then it will be banned. So there is a clear distinction.
Hold on a second. You're saying 1 second. Hold on.
Yes. There is a. Clear
You're saying that mobile phones,
what is banned
your personal instrument, which comes preloaded with proprietary software, is
Mr.
less
Vasu,
of a threat than an app.
You understand the potency of the threat is the highest. It's a danger when you have these apps like TikTok and others which are banned. Now, without
TikTok
these apps,
is more of a threat
phone,
than a Chinese-made cell phone.
Well, try to understand. Let's not try to pluck hairs or take a hair-splitting argument here. It's a very simple issue.
Vivek, I'm just going with what you said, my friend.
What is banned by the government is banned. And other products, the government did not ban all products. But there is a big undertone. Let me just explain, please. Allow me to explain. There is a big undertone and a big explosion of people's sentiments. There's a big explosion there. People themselves are voluntarily. The people themselves are voluntarily boycotting Chinese
So that's what I'm
goods.
trying to ask you. Are you Vivek Reddy, as a BJP leader, are you okay with the fact that the IPL is going with a Chinese sponsor? You're okay with it?
No, we are not okay with it. I think the BCCI has to review it. The BCCI has to review it, though it is not banned by the government. It is time that the BCCI reviews it.
You just said the Chinese phones are different from apps. Anyway, you're saying you still have a problem with it. Okay, Jaiveer Shergill, fine. Jaiveer Shergill, the fact is, Jaiveer Shergill, that how can you target the BJP or the government for this, Jaiveer Shergill? Because at the end of the day, the BCCI, IPL, these are private entities. It has nothing to do with the government.
I want to make 2 points. Firstly, a big revelation has happened on your show. That after 19th June, Prime Minister gave a clean check to China that they have not intruded into her territory. Today, the BJP spokesperson has given a clean check to Chinese phone, Chinese technology, that they don't pose a threat to the Indians' security, sovereignty, and integrity. So I think this clean check part 2 is more dangerous or equally dangerous as clean check 1. Having said that, second, I think as a lawyer, I must factually point out 2015, a detailed judgment of the Supreme Court said BCCI is not a private entity. They're answerable to the government. They're answerable to the people of India, and they're answerable to the court. It was a judgment by Justice Thakur. That is one. Number three, today we are only exposing the double standards, chicanery and trickery. The test of nationalism, which BJP wants the opposition, the people who were broke Chinese TV. Why is the BJP government not imposing the same test of nationalism? And on your show, I must read out BJP leaders' statements. A minister of the BJP said, boycott all Chinese product, including Chinese food. RSS, Mr. Joshi said, boycotting Chinese product is a natural reaction. And the cherry on the top was when a BJP leader by the name of Joy Banerjee was flashed all over, said, we will break legs of those who sponsor or acquire Chinese products. So the point I'm making is, at the time when you have to economically and diplomatically suffocate China, BJP is silently facilitating flow of private profits to China, turning IPL into CPL, China Profit League, and showing that their true anthem is Baap Bada Na Bhaiya, Sabse Bada Rupaiya.
Let me...
And I want to know one fact.
No,
which is
Jaiveer,
important.
we have other panelists also.
Well, Rahul
Jaiveer, one second. Other panelists also.
Taking money.
Okay, I'll just come to... I'll come back to you,
directly
Vivek.
from the Chinese embassy.
I will come back
Isn't that
to
a
Vivek.
betrayal, Mr. Sharma?
Can I just go to Professor Ratnakar Shetty, who's on the show with us, also joining us. He is one of the longest serving cricket board officials, and he's no longer with the BCCI, but he is now associated with an entity which is also one of the sponsors of the IPL, which is involved in sports, online gaming and so on. Thank you so much, Prof. Shetty, for joining us. Now, what do you make of this entire controversy? Do you think it's fair to target the BCCI for going along with Vivo?
I think, Srini, we have to look at it in a proper perspective. I know that there is public sentiment now, and after the problems that our army had faced, people have sentiments about China and Chinese products.
Yes.
But at the same time, one has to also look at the reality. Vivo is a sponsor with a proper agreement with BCCI. And BCCI, if it has to terminate Vivo's agreement, it will have to have a cause for that.
Okay.
And what is the cause? Because Vivo is a manufacturer of mobile in India, a licensed government manufacturer, and government has not taken any steps to that effect. So all that has happened till now is some apps have been banned by the government, but nothing beyond that. And I don't think, therefore, one should expect BCCI to take a decision to withdraw the agreement or which could land up BCCI into problems. As a former BCCI official, I can tell you that recently, you must have read in the papers, there are arbitration proceedings that have gone against BCCI for terminating the franchise of some of the IPL teams.
Right.
And,
okay. So you're saying that the BCCI cannot just simply dishonor an agreement with someone like Vivo that could land them in legal trouble. They're already under various arbitrations which are pending, and that this last minute sort of change is not possible. In fact, tell me if I'm correct, Professor Shetty, that you are the member of the advisory board of something called Dream 11, which is a startup which is doing sort of sports gaming and so on. Dream 11 is a sponsor of the IPL, and Dream 11 itself is funded by Chinese firms, by Chinese venture capitalists. Am I right?
Yeah. Srini, I am not on the advisory board of Dream 11. In fact, I am involved as a regulator.
Okay, regulator.
There's a regulatory body for fantasy sports games.
Okay.
And I'm on that. I'm a part of that. But Dream 11 is one of the stakeholders of that gaming industry, the fantasy sports industry.
Yeah.
I also would like to.
But Dream 11 has got funding. It's got Chinese funding. Is that correct?
That's right. But at the same time, one must also understand that two young Indians have got a startup, and in a matter of 5 years, because of their hard work and vision, they were able to establish their company as the leading global fantasy sports industry.
Okay. No, of course. Prof, we're not getting into that debate. No, this is not to suggest that Dream 11 may or may not be a legit startup. But it's important to point out, Gurcharan Das is also with us. It's important to point out that it's not just Vivo. The other IPL sponsors, whether it's Paytm, Dream 11 or Swiggy, we put that graphic up on the screen as well, by the way, that there are other IPL sponsors which are also funded by Chinese venture capitalists like Alibaba, Tencent and so on. So where do you draw the line? Gurcharan Das, you want to respond to that the point Professor Shetty makes, formerly of the BCCI, is that you can't just, number one, you can't just cancel a contract like that at last minute because of public sentiment. There are legal obligations and it could land the BCCI in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I think he makes a very legitimate point. And I do think, though, that we should study that contract very well. And there might be a force majeure clause about a state. I mean, if the state, for example, the government says that this should be not allowed, then that becomes a force majeure.
Okay.
And they will not, I mean, they will. So you have to see, I think you have to go deep into the contract. But what you can do is you can tell them that you want to terminate this contract. That itself will send a strong signal to, which is what you want to do today. That, you know, I'm a classical liberal, so I believe trade is good. Free trade is even better. But I think we are practically, I mean, China has behaved very badly and India has to send them a message.
Look,
and I agree.
I agree.
The 59 ban of the 59 apps was excellent.
No, Dr. Das.
However,
listen, I don't think anybody would dispute that China's act of aggression was completely uncalled for and that India should not take it lying down. It's just that when you start to get into this kind of, you know, somewhat sporadic and arbitrary bans, you ban something, you don't ban something else, it becomes almost bizarre because China's investments, China's economic footprint in India runs very deep. So if you want to start going down that road, you know, where does it end?
No, I totally agree with you, Srini. What I'm trying to say is that we have to have a nuanced, calibrated response. Choose those sanctions which will hurt them, but they will not hurt us. The reality is that we represent only 1% of China's imports, and China's imports, they represent 14% of our imports. So they are much more important to us than we are to them.
Fair enough.
And therefore, a very calibrated, selective banning.
Okay.
I mean, we should not ban intermediates, which will kill India's exports, you know, and make it less competitive.
Fair enough.
Let me just bring in consumer goods.
Okay. Let me just go to Vijay Lokpally. Vijay Lokpally, and also we have Atul Vasan, former cricketer, joining us on the show. Thanks for being here, Atul. But Vijay Lokpally, very quickly, do you think that this is a very, as Professor Shetty was saying, it's a very tough call for the BCCI? On one hand, you do want to go along with public sentiment. On the other, how do you cancel a last-minute contract, especially with your title sponsor?
I think, Mr. Jain, Professor Shetty has explained it very aptly. There are contractual issues involved. There are legal issues involved. It won't be easy for BCCI to just come out of the contract and say, okay, we are not going to honor this contract and we will have a different sponsor. It's like, as Mr. Das said, you will have to go deep, study the contract. Is there a way out? And as it is, BCCI has so many legal issues to handle and they would like to add another one just before the IPL.
Sure.
But I would also like to add, Mr. Jain, that are we not sending a wrong signal by taking the sport away from India and having it in UAE?
Okay. That's a slightly different point about actually having to physically stage the tournament somewhere else. But Atul, coming to the crux of it, about whether the IPL should make a clean break with any kind of Chinese sponsorship. Where do you stand on that?
Well, I think it's a bit churlish to actually just even suggest that at this point, because to find a new sponsor at this time and all that, and I think it's a pseudo nationalism,
Atul,
which is
we've lost you for a second. Oh, okay, no worries.
No, we got it. No, but
yes.
the point is that, I think it's very unfair of people, when our 70% of imports of our pharmaceutical comes from there. Even today, my friend imported 70,000 oximeters from them, and suddenly everybody just gets up because we have another skirmish with them.
Yeah.
We all know that China's got this expansionist policy and all that, but it has to be like a toned down thing to that. You can't just expect even the board to toe the line and can say, why don't people who are actually saying that China should not be sponsoring you to break the Chinese phones right now, as we speak? Then that's the kind of nationalism we want to see. To expect the board to just overnight find a new sponsor, the revenue stream will be hit. It's very unfair, and the legalities of it is also there. So I think there are other things which has to be done to show that Indian government is actually serious about things. By just removing few apps and stopping the imports for 15-20 days, harassing Indian importers. It's just piecemeal. These symbolic things will not cut for
Okay. Yeah. Vivek, you want to respond that this is all pseudo-nationalism?
Please.
The pseudo-nationalism.
I think this is a misconception. I think Atul Vasan, with great respect to him and his cricketing abilities, one thing that he has misconceived or misunderstood is that a threat of China at our borders, with our soldiers facing them off, I think this is where it really hurts. You want to encourage China on trade. You want to give all the impetus to China. But on the other hand, you just say,
if the government stops the trade
that
tomorrow,
our soldiers must go out and face them. Is this how you trumpet your national cause?
Just ask the government to stop the trade tomorrow.
Is this how you hold some national beliefs?
No, my question is, if the government stops the trade tomorrow, then the sponsorship will be off.
One simple thing, Mr. Vasan. The money that goes out by exchanging with trade exchanges with China,
Vivek.
you're ultimately
the money is coming in. By the way,
don't you understand?
Chinese companies spending the money for
Vivek,
India.
That's so simple, sir.
Get your facts
Isn't
right.
that so simple? And you don't mind it?
But Vivek, the point
the money is coming in.
Pseudo nationalism. What sort of
the money is
thinking
coming
this?
in? By the way, Chinese. Is
Honestly, I will tell you. Allow me to complete.
But Vivek,
I
the point is that
out to you.
this Vivo, whether
indifference to our army and people who
indifference
stay
of it.
at our
Why
borders,
doesn't the government?
I think
the government
very
is
sad
indifferent to
and
the army.
pathetic.
Why doesn't the government stop the imports tomorrow? Everything, blanket stop.
It is shameful also.
Okay.
Blanket stop of imports from China tomorrow.
Okay. All right, one second. Vivek. I don't think you should play the army card. Don't play the army card, for heaven's sake. That's just a way of killing all reasonable debate.
They are going and
Okay, Jaiveer Shergill wants to come in, and then I'm...
Mr. Srinivasan, they are giving their lives.
Okay, Vivek, just a second. Yes, Jaiveer Shergill, come in. Yes.
I think I didn't interject the BJP spokesperson. I am sure he'll extend me the courtesy. Just two very quick points.
You have to answer. My request
One
is,
second.
Yeah, Vivek, one second, Vivek, one second. Yeah, go ahead,
Rajiv
Jaiveer.
Gandhi Foundation,
The
take
day.
the Chinese embassy. You
Go
are
ahead,
going
Jaiveer.
around giving
Yes.
Can you lower his volume? Okay. The day 59 apps were banned, every BJP spokesperson was trumpeting, tom-tomming that this is the strong signal of muscularity to China. Today, what has been exposed is that when it comes to firing jumlas, distributing certificates of nationalism, BJP is Atmanirbhar. When it comes to receiving donations in PM Care Fund, when it comes to running cricket matches, they are nirbhar on China, which also weakens India's stand on LAC standoff. Number 3, when 2009 India cricket with Pakistan was cancelled, that time also BCCI had legal obligations. That time also government had to look into this issue. That time also BCCI looked into issue. Today the sentiment is not with them. Lastly, I want to say, is it not true that nation over commerce is BJP's motto when it is self-convenient? Why can't the BJP government issue an advisory which exposes their double standards of nationalism?
Okay, all right, we have to leave it there. We have to leave it there.
Why do you sponsor the free
All right, we'll come back to this. We'll come back to this. Thank you all.
Thank
you all for
It's okay.
Thank
Bharat
you all
Mata
for
ki
joining
jai,
us.
say in BJP headquarters.
Okay, all right.
Bharat Mata
When
ki
the
jai.
politicians get going, nobody else can get a word in edgewise. Thank you all so much for joining us. You've been great. That's all the time we have on Reality Check. Thanks for watching. Good night.